Hello and welcome to another episode of the Goofy Movies Podcast. Joining me today, as always, are my handsome co-hosts of Adam
We're doing live. Fuck it.
and Connor.
Bill O'Reilly pushed his wife down the stairs.
Did he really?
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
mean it's
know.
not funny, but
I mean,
but we're laughing. We're we're having a good time.
we're laughing.
You
I did not know that. That's
Yeah,
good.
it's really yeah.
I mean, not surprising from
Look
these.
it up, kids. It's really not surprising. No matter what side of the aisle you're on, Bill O'Reilly's a piece of shit. Just like
Yeah.
Bill Maher. Honestly, most guys named Bill who try to talk to you about politics, total assholes.
It's true.
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr doesn't try to talk to you about politics. He tells you to fucking leave him alone about politics, which makes him based. Yeah, it is episode 32, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Episode 32. Um, Easter just happened. For people who care about that. I hope everyone had a good one. Yeah, how is everyone's weeks? I'll go with that first.
Okay. I week was pretty good. I had a fun night one night. I did a photo shoot with our one friend yesterday. That was fun to do, and I got my first shot of the vaccine today.
Yes, you did.
Nice.
That's good. That's good. How was your week, Connor?
It's been a little weird. I'm home from work because I called out sick, and they were like, "Yeah, well, you can't come back until you get a COVID test." So I was like, "Oh, okay." So, and the funny thing is, like, I was supposed to work today, tomorrow, and the next day, and my vacation starts the day after that. So essentially, my vacation started today.
That's kind of based.
It's honestly, I'm not too mad about it. So, like, it's kind of funny when it's like, oh shit, like, what? I can't come into work. Damn, that's just terrible. So, you know, so it's okay. I spent the weekend with my girlfriend, and that was great. I, she's fellas, find you a woman who will listen to you explain how armor sets in Monster Hunter work. That was my weekend.
That's very sweet thing to do.
Mhm.
Look,
He
you
was
have to
like, "I
understand.
don't
This
want
gives.
parts match," and I was like, "Because I get attack boost, babe. You don't understand."
Well,
Look,
you have to
look,
have a
look,
kind of a high
look,
Q to understand
look.
Rick and
If I
Morty.
get this set, I get earplugs, which allows me to like be able to like take one of their screams without flinching.
Yeah, yeah. You never heard of earplugs, babe?
Bet.
Babe, you just don't understand. It's
Yeah.
just like Kingdom Hearts. All right,
Look,
sorry.
you have you have to understand. He turned himself into a pickle. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Hey, shut
I mean,
up.
she tells me that.
Yeah, like I love. Uh, I'll censor
All
that.
right. Well,
I'll
time to-
censor it.
Okay, great. Thanks.
I'll censor it. Don't
Jesus
worry.
Christ.
Don't worry. I'll censor it. Like people
Oh.
hear me saying I'll censor it. Don't worry.
I'm gonna be so mad if you forget to censor that.
Oh, let me mark that.
Here,
Uh,
Anyway,
Well, we're off to a great start, ladies and gentlemen.
your girlfriend's great, but like she does give a little bit of normie vibes.
What's her name and address?
what's her social security number?
It's 1 2 3. I fucked up. Sorry, dog. That was my bad. Don't worry, I'll censor.
So funny.
Well, well, I'm sorry. God, this is so funny to me. Anyway, yeah, that's I'm glad she's cool enough that she's willing to listen to you talk about Monster Hunter, which
Real quick, I just want to bring this up. we also watched. She also watched all of Fooly Cooley without me.
Oh, really? Did you know?
Yeah.
Without
And,
you?
like it's so funny to me, but it's kind of nice because now like now we're like rewatching it, and I don't have to like pause every 2 seconds or like explain anything because she already knows like everything that happens.
The main
So it's
stuff, yeah.
it's really easy to like discuss and stuff, and she really likes it.
Yeah, I know once upon a time we had a discussion about hating to like because me and you are big Fully Cooley fans,
Yeah.
huge, and um we discussed that like um Fully Cooley inherently has like a gatekeeping like inherently gatekeeps like an audience because it's so weird and bizarre and people just go like just look at it and be like, wow, that was a weird wacky series, and then they never think about it beyond that and then think like, oh, it had cool music. But real fan, like not to be rude, not to be like ooh real fan, but like but people who are actually like who like really enjoy Fully
Yeah.
Cooley, they're like no, there's like a lot going on and like there's a lot to like dissect and
Yeah.
to take away from it.
There's a lot going on. Yeah, and it's cool. Like she's like keeping up with it. You know what I mean? Like for the
Yeah,
most part, she
yeah,
gets pretty much everything.
yeah,
But
exactly. It's really
cool.
cool that it's really cool that she like like that's a fear alleviating because I know for a fact that you probably were like, oh, I can imagine you were more scared to show her Fooly Cooley than you were to ever show
Yeah.
her the Goofy movies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it's because you're right. There is like that weird like gate. Not it's not weird. It's like what's the word? I prefer barrier of entry
Yeah,
because like I don't think anybody is actively gatekeeping it, though they probably should. But like the the way the show is like presented is weird, but it's fun. And, and she was like, it was like she said she really liked it. So
yeah.
I'm like happy about that. She also doesn't watch like a ton of other anime other than like Boku no Hero Academia.
Boku no. They should say My Hero. That's what it was intended to be
Just
called.
just to add a little suspense to that last sentence, you know.
Oh.
But
Has she seen Boku no?
No. No, what do you mean has she seen?
Dude, it's a forever long running meme. People still to this day will be like,
It's kind of mild now when you think about it.
not really.
What, a show?
Boku no Pico? Pico? No.
Or the
it's
usage
still...
of that meme, do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
I mean, I thought like there's way worse like hentai out besides.
Well,
Boku no
yeah,
Pico.
but there was way worse hentai out then. But like, it's just like it's still creepy and weird.
Yeah, it's something else.
Yeah, it's just like it's still like again, it's just like that's again like Boku no Pico is like that old meme where it's just like, oh, I just started watching anime. I just watched Naruto. What else should I watch? And then they'll be like, Ayo, have you heard of an anime called Boku?
What if what if Max showed PJ Boku no Pico?
Nah, it would totally 100% be
Bobby.
Bobby
Yeah,
showing
I
both of them.
that.
But first of all, excellent transition. Second, Bobby would without a doubt be like showing people like meat spin and goatsy.
He like what's going like that's the scene we never got to see in an extremely goofy movie was Bobby leaving meatspin.com like on the like library computer.
Leaves 100 tabs of it up on Mazer's computer and calls the police immediately.
Are tabs even a thing then?
Hello and welcome.
That's so funny.
That's funny.
We gotta censor that whole first 15 minutes.
but yeah, like Bobby, like yeah. So that's another thing that's interesting to think about when it comes to like a goofy movie, an extremely goofy movie. It's like the level of like technology that these characters are at, you know, because it's like
They still had blue light specials in this fucking universe.
Oh, what? No.
Like at Kmart, you see like the big blue light over where the deals are.
What? What?
Yeah, remember? It's in the place that Goofy works as the photographer. And he, like sees like there's that weird blue light that like goes over and it like leads him like as if out of the cave into over to his the little like
boatman.
Yeah, the little boatman.
Yeah, the little lighthouse.
Right. Was that a thing?
Yes, Adam. Keep going.
was that a thing back in the day?
Blue light specials?
Yeah,
especially like in Kmart.
I've never heard about this until today.
You never watched Supermarket Sweep?
No.
That was also on Supermarket Sweep. They'll be like blue light.
I don't mean to be rude, but I ain't white.
Well,
shit,
Moses,
baby, you didn't need to be white to enjoy shows like that.
Neither are we. I mean, yeah, no, Adam's not.
Not.
He's not.
Not completely.
And I'm also not. So let's move on.
We have lots of fun on this podcast. So we skipped over this a little bit, but my week was good. Had a good Easter.
I'm sorry. We didn't even ask you how your week was.
It's all good. Don't worry.
I don't think we ever actually do.
Yeah, I just have to say it. I don't. By the way,
I said it when I did the ASMR thing. I said, "How's y'all week?"
Yeah, but that's every so often. And also, what's it called? No one like and besides when like Adam or you are doing the intro, I'm never introduced. I just say hello, welcome to the Goofy Movies podcast. Here's Adam, here's Connor, and then I was just like, how's your weeks? I barely introduced myself. Like in fact, it's such a
not say your name for like the first 10 episodes of this thing.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of time where it's like they wouldn't have known that I was Moses, like, you know.
Right.
Yeah, so it'd be like that. But yeah, my week was fine. Something semi-related to the so last week, as you remember, we talked a lot about the three caballeros.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we discovered they had that like cartoon, that new cartoon, right?
Yeah.
I decided to watch it.
How is it?
It's fine. If I'm being honest, it like I like it, but like I also kind of like how should I say? Because I do like it, but like it's very much like a very modern cartoon. You know what I mean? I mean, you're 1,000 miles away, and I'm guessing you said it fucking sucks.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, so he's like, "Oh, so it fucking sucks."
Well, it's not. It's what I mean is like the animation is just like, it's not. The animation's not the best thing on Earth. You know what I mean? Yeah. Jesus Christ. So
I had to stand up to grab something. I'm sorry.
It's just funny to hear
twice in a row, and I'm not even kidding. But continue.
It's just fun. It was just really funny to hear. But yeah, like both of them, like yeah, they're both fine. Yeah, like the animation's kind of like modern. Like it's nothing to write home about. But the rest of it's like it's a fine cartoon. Like I can see why it probably didn't run long because it's not like it's like breaking any mold or barrier. But I'm enjoying it from what I'm watching.
What year did it come out?
2018.
Really? I didn't even hear about it.
Yeah, I didn't hear about it either until we talked about it last week. So I was just like, oh, well, that kind of answers as to what happened to it. It does have like a kind of bizarre plot, if I'm being honest.
How do you mean?
So the idea is Donald, Jose, and Panchito are the direct descendants and kind of like new reincarnation of the three caballeros who are like legendary warriors, like back in the day,
Oh.
who helped this woman Xandra, who's the goddess of adventure, who got sealed in a magic atlas.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Sounds
like,
pretty good to me.
and so the way they come by the magic atlas is that Donald's grandfather like left him an inheritance of this cottage full of like magical artifacts. It seems like,
Mhm.
and he also left the inheritance to Jose Panchito. Um, and like so, this is something I wanted to ask while watching it. So in the very beginning, the very first episode, it opens up on Donald's making himself breakfast. It's his birthday. He gets a call from Daisy. She's like, "Hey, I'm at the bus station in downtown. Can you like come pick me up so I can spend your birthday with you?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll totally do that." And then he's about to have his breakfast, and then he gets called from his job, and his job is like, "You're working today, or else you're fired." And so he goes. So he goes to work, and he's a barber. I wanted to ask this: is he typically a barber?
Donald?
Yeah,
But it was a
Donald.
sailor.
No, that's not. He always wears a sailor outfit, but he barely is seen boating. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
A couple incarnations. I mean, didn't in Ducktales wasn't he like actually in the Navy on like doing sailing? That's why like that sail on Uncle Scrooge. Like at
Um,
least the original Ducktales.
I
I
no,
know the
I
new
know.
one. He also has a boat.
In 2017, I know they definitely like actually went the sailor route, but no, yeah, I don't think they actually ever
Yeah, no, that's why he. That's why
yeah,
Scrooge was watching his nephews, was because he was out at sea with the Navy
but like
in the
that's yeah,
original. Not
yeah,
even.
yeah, I know, but I'm saying like it's not common that he's like a sailor. He wears the outfit regardless.
I don't really remember him like having. He does different things from what I can remember in the original cartoons, where he doesn't really show what he's doing as a job. Usually, the plot is usually like related to like stuff around the home. His cartoons, from what I can remember,
Because like
off the top of my head.
yeah, because I do have like a faint memory of him being a barber before, and I'm like, why am I remembering this? You know?
Yeah, I can't recall him being a barber.
Hmm. But yeah, So that's all I really wanted to ask was like if he was ever like a barber before, if you guys remember him being a barber. But yeah, yeah, the show is fine. I will say it's kind of weird, like the world. So the goddess of adventure, Xandra, she's like drawn like a regular human woman, you know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But all the other characters in the series are either they're like duck people, like they're like duck bird people, or they're like uh goof troop people.
Mm-hmm.
They look like they have the exact same character designs as like from like Goof Troop, a extremely goofy movie and a goofy movie.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird. I'm like, what did it? I feel like her being like a standard ass human is like bizarre in this scenario. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. It raises questions.
It does.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
like
you're not wrong at all.
it's like what? Why is this? Um, yeah. Also, I think another reason why the Legend of the Three Caballeros like failed was like it was compete. Yeah, again, it's another like magic adventure journey cartoon, you know,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
starring Donald Duck. I know, like the new Ducktales season, like Donald Duck's not like he is one of the major like characters, but he's not like the like there's Huey, Dewey, and Louie and Scrooge. But it's also like, what were you thinking doing this?
What were they thinking? Yeah, that's that. it's the writer's barely described fetish, or barely disguised fetish. What did I say?
I mean, okay. I mean, that's a possible way to describe that. But yeah, what I mean specifically, it's like, bro, like the market is you're saturating the market, like with the exact same type of cartoon, you know? Like, there's a reason why Goof Troop and like DuckTales are like two totally different type of cartoons, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I get it.
it's just like you can't have Max and Goofy going on mystical magical adventures when on DuckTales, like you have Scrooge and the nephews going on mystical magical adventures. It's like you're gonna just show kids that all the time. Like they're gonna get bored. You gotta keep it fresh. You gotta have variety. So yeah, I kind of get why the show possibly failed. But
I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, but I will say the discovery of this cartoon makes me wonder what other cartoons I have no idea about. You know?
Yeah. Have you ever watched Mission Hill?
I used to watch it on Adult Swim back in the day.
That's a good show.
Is it?
Yeah, it was good. It was funny when I watched it.
I mean, I always got annoyed when it came on. I was like, I don't want to watch this. I want to watch other things. But
I guess that's fair.
But it's one of the things I like say maybe I didn't get it at the time. Type of deal. I was too young.
Yeah, maybe because to me it was like one of those like really rare things that you'd find like on TV, and then you'd find it later uploaded in each episode in 3 parts on like MySpace or something.
Yeah.
And or in the early days of YouTube, and you could just watch the entire thing. And I guess that's where my memory of it comes from.
This is gonna be super off topic, but I'll ask. Do you remember what your theme was on MySpace?
I never had one.
You never had one?
Like musical theme or just like background theme?
Musical theme.
Can't remember. It was like I like created it once and I never used it.
You never had one, Connor?
Nope.
Really? Do you remember why not?
I don't know. I relied on like my parents for everything. I couldn't figure out how to make an email by myself. So, I don't know. I also just never had any like interest in it. Like, I spent all my time like looking at fan art and reading fan fiction when I was a kid, and like the first like piece of social media I ever got on was Facebook.
Oh, so you weren't even on MySpace?
No, not at all. I was just it's weird because like you'd find somehow like people could upload like entire series of anime and shit on their MySpace like page,
yes.
And nobody like ever got them to take it down. At least they're probably down now, but
now, yeah. That'd be wild if you could like somehow go on old people's profiles today and like still find 240p like Naruto Spanish sub, parts 1 through 4.
Yeah. Exactly. Like I remember I watched all of Outlaw Star that way again when I was older.
Oh, okay.
So that was cool. But yeah, like sorry, this is way off topic. I probably would have watched Goofy movie if I knew it was on there.
But yeah. So anything you guys want to talk about Goofy specifically?
I wanted to make a stupid joke. Imagine like in an alternate universe, Max does it like gets rejected by Roxanne, and he's just like, "My life is over. I'm a failure," and he just tries to hang himself, and he fails, and Goofy comes in and is like, "No, Maxie,
shut the
this
fuck
is how
up.
you do it."
Come on. Don't bring up green texts. God damn it.
What's happening here?
No, so there's this green text story that I love, where this
Never mind.
Do you want to know or do you not?
The yeah, go ahead.
It's a Green Tech story where this guy talks about how he hates living in Kentucky. He's like, "Oh, brother tries to commit suicide, but and like so he like makes a noose, but he doesn't tie it around his neck. He ties it around his chest. So he jumps off and he's just like hanging from the rope with the rope around his chest like an idiot. His dad comes home and is like, "No, you idiot!" Like this, puts it around his neck, jumps off, and like destroys his fucking throat. And so so the mom comes home and has to like drive him to the hospital.
What?
Yeah,
Okay. That didn't really happen.
it did really happen.
How how do you know that?
So the guy goes on to talk about like another incident that happens with his family, and someone's like, "You need to write like a sitcom about your family." He's like, "I can't do it. I can't get anything past my family." One time, I took a photo of Doorhouse, and and I posted it to the local newspaper, and they were like, "Hey, how dare you want to the news? How dare you show a photo to the fucking newspaper?" And they were like, and so people asked like, "Doorhouse? What the fuck is Doorhouse?" It's like there's a house down the block that's made completely out of doors, and the guy who lives there just makes door puns all the time. And they're like, that can't be real. He's like, yeah. He's like, look, I'll show you the photo, and he posts a photo of Doorhouse, and it's a house made of doors.
Jesus. Why did his family get mad that he took a picture of their neighbor?
Yeah, I don't, dude. Do you think? Yeah. This is the family that like tried to commit suicide and then failed to, and then like tried to like, yeah, no.
Can any of our Kentucky viewers confirm this? If any of you are out
God damn it. Any other any other goofy things you guys want to talk about?
I don't know. I feel different now after hearing that story.
Have either of y'all watched any more Goof Troop at all, or am I the only one that like actually sat down and watched it?
I've watched a little bit of Goof Troop here and there. Right now, the biggest problem for me is just I'm not in a watching mood. Like getting myself to watch Legend of the Three Caballeros was like a fucking achievement in itself. I just like not in the mood to watch stuff most days. So
I'm kind of like that, but then I'll be on a watching like binge where I'm just like, I don't want to interact or play a video game right now at all. I just want to like watch some shit, you know? And although it's mostly just been like scary movies recently, for some reason I've just been in that sort of mood, I guess.
For me, the biggest problem right now is that I don't have a good setup for like watching stuff.
You use your computer monitor primarily?
Well, it's because it's either my computer monitor or my phone, and the biggest problem is like I don't have anywhere comfortable to sit because as you guys hear, my fucking chair is shitty. You hear it every fucking episode. It squeaks like a fucking veteran's knees, man. Like it's fucking ridiculous, and it's not comfortable.
Shit.
And so like watching things prolonged just doesn't work. I mean, like what's going?
Yeah.
And like what's going? I think now I'm probably gonna start like just flipping my monitor to the side and like turning my bed into like a couch because like it's a futon, so I can technically do that. So maybe I'll start doing that, but you know.
No, I get it. Like I kind of used to sleep on a futon, and it's like a pain in the ass, like reverting it to like day mode and like night mode for like
Yeah,
it's
because
annoying.
yeah, because it used to be that my computer monitor, and like my TV were like on. I had like like those photos where like guys really live like this and think it's okay.
Oh no.
I had a monitor on a. I have this like little like foot like rest thing that like I put like some of the stuff like on, and then I had a comic book box filled with comics like as a stand for like my monitor.
I see.
And that worked for a while. And like I was just like be sit like on my couch like looking at it. Then I upgraded to like a TV stand, but uh, we messed up that TV stand, so we needed to like use physics to keep it together.
What? We'd use physics to keep. What do you mean?
So you know how sometimes you could like sometimes you make something from IKEA and they have those flimsy backboards.
Yeah.
So sometimes those backboards are like designed to keep it together, like stable, right?
Okay.
My friend was like, "Oh, you don't need this," and like ripped it off like immediately when he gave it to me, and it immediately became unstable. So, so I
Jesus.
so I had to like squish it in between like my PC rig and like my footrest and like something else. I think I used my safe because I have a safe. Uh,
What's the combination?
it has a key, so
Oh, where is it?
you don't need to know.
Well, I think our
You've
fine
already said
viewers
too much.
would be very interested in that.
But yeah, so yeah, I squeezed it in between like those, and like it kept it steady until I was like, I need to get a desk, and then I got a desk, and I built the desk, and the desk was fine, even
Well,
though
how big is your desk?
it's not that big. Should be told, it's like I don't know, it's not that big.
Oh, okay.
Honestly the thing. It's actually a detriment because I got one with like a shelf like on the right side of it, and I was convinced that I was like, oh, that's gonna be such a fucking great idea because it's gonna give me more space. No, it didn't. In fact,
No?
it took away room.
Jeez,
So yeah,
that's annoying.
yeah. So
There's like so many things you have to consider with like getting a new desk or getting like
no, you don't.
reshaping it.
Just get a long flat one. That's it.
I guess.
Just get a big flat one, and I maybe drawers, but like that's about it. Even then, you know how much real estate those drawers are gonna take up? You know how much shit you can put underneath a flat desk? Right now, I have a fucking my fucking bass amp and my goddamn mini fridge that only takes up to
Dude, your
6 cans.
desk? That's fucking awesome.
It's not great. It only has
Okay.
it can only take 6 cans of like 12 fluid ounce cans at a time. But as someone who's fucking quitting soda and doesn't drink alcohol, what the fuck use is that?
That's fair.
So
That's
yeah,
like well, you can put your canned water in there.
my canned water is too big.
Jesus.
Wait, that what is that called? Liquid Death is too big?
Well, it can't fit, but I have to remove the tray, and I can only keep 4 of them in there at a time. I am not joking.
Well, become a seltzer bro.
What? Fuck that. I just need to. I need to get an actual mini fridge.
Get an actual mini fridge.
Yeah, an actual mini fridge, or like one of those like fucking glass case like shelf ones. Then I'll be good to go.
Mini fridges are pretty sweet.
Yes, they are. Super off topic. God,
Goofy would like a mini fridge.
Goofy, do you remember that Donald Duck cartoon where he needed to get a fridge?
Where what?
He had to get a fridge.
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
Yeah, there's this there's this Donald Duck cartoon where Donald Duck gets his icebox like delivery because he still has an icebox. So he gets a huge block of ice and he's like putting it in a box. He's like, yeah, and like a Daisy comes over. It's like get a fucking fridge, dude. And then he's like setting,
modern?
huh?
Is this modern?
It's not I mean, I don't know how old it is. I mean, I remember watching it as a kid, so.
Watch Donald Duck. Well, I'm gonna find this shit.
Yeah. There was something I wanted to talk about that's Goofy Movies related. Halfway into the episode. So, do you think it was like weird for Max, like the next semester, after an extremely Goofy movie?
What in what way?
Because he has to like, he would see Sylvia, like at the library.
Oh yeah, she's his mom now.
Well, they didn't get married, like so, not technically not.
No, it's that.
No, I'm right.
No.
Look, the movie ended, and they have to get married. That's how these movies work. This is how Disney movies work.
Look, I know, I agree, but I doubt they're gonna get married like us, like by the time the next semester rolls around. Unless they did. I mean, they might have. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, do you think that's awkward for? Do you think that was awkward for him?
Probably. It was probably really weird because she's his new mommy. So like, that's all he's probably thinking about in class or in the library, I guess, because that's where she works.
Oh, that's my mom.
Oh, and that's my fucking mom.
And then PJ's like, "Oh, your mom abandoned you."
Your mom's fucking hot, bro.
No, like PJ's like, "Mom abandoned you because you're still being male."
Jesus Christ. He's like, huh, yeah, thanks, Peach.
Wow, Peach, when did you become a piece of shit like your father? Oh, that's really fucked up, man. Hey, you know what's really fucked up? That, like, like all the bullshit that he put your mom through. We have a lot of fun.
Yeah. You know what's bullshit, Peach? Your mom cheated on your dad.
And you know what? She was right to.
With my dad.
Probably. Wait. Someone was talking the other day that said, like, they're like, nah, Goof Troopers is an extremely elaborate way just so, like, Peg and Goofy could fuck on the side. And I was like, I doubt it.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Ah, man. So, I will say it's really interesting that so this is another thing I want to bring up about the Legend of the Three Caballeros was that the so it starts in Duckburg, which is again it's like I don't know. Anyway, and like it's really interesting that like Duckburg's consistently on the East Coast. I mean the West Coast.
Is it?
Yeah, it's consistently like because it's in West Coast in this one, and Duckburg is in a fake state called like Calisota. Where is Duck?
Oh, so they finally divided up California.
If only.
Where's Calisota? Yeah, I was right. God damn. Kind of. It's really weird. Why is Calisota so long? What? Oh, what the hell is this? Jesus Christ, this is really weird. But yeah, it's set in a fake state of Calisota, which is bizarre as fuck. Right?
That is, but wait, do we know where
Ohio.
It's in Ohio.
Well, it's not like that it's called Ohio. It's just that's where it is in relation in the map.
Huh.
Spoonerville seems like it takes place in Ohio. Because like
what do you mean?
So
it seems like it
So the thing okay.
We do see the map, right? But I thought the map was they were driving from Illinois.
No, they're driving from Ohio. Right, Adam?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, so the reason why I say it seems like is that remember when we looked at the map Once Upon a Time and how weird it is.
Yeah.
It was like all different shapes and sizes, and everything was just kind of like weird. And yet again, Duckburg is in a fiction. It's not in a state that exists. It's in Calisota, which, by the way, Calisota, like Minnesota, is not near California.
Huh.
You know.
It's probably just like a silly joke. Like,
I mean, it might be, but like they call it Calisota. Minnesota's not near like California. So when you look at the map, it's like the starting point of Spoonerville on the map kind of looks like it's like Ohio, but we don't know if it's called Ohio because they just call it Spoonerville, USA. Correct?
yeah.
Right, Adam?
Mm-hmm.
Meaning it could essentially be anywhere.
It could be essentially anywhere, but
Yeah, it's just like somewhere. Yeah, it's like somewhere in Ohio. It's like the consensus. It's not an exact location.
yeah, it's somewhere in Ohio is a consensus. But it's also super weird because then they bring up, oh god, what's that fucking guitarist that they said is
Chuck
from
Berry.
Chuck Berry is from Spoonerville, but Chuck Berry in real life is like born in St. Louis, I think.
Yeah, which is Missouri.
Chuck
Is St. Louis?
Berry. Yeah, St. Louis, Missouri. Like, and Missouri, it's like that's a different state. I mean, it's like it's 2 states over from Ohio. Like, so like yeah, we have no idea where the fuck Spoonerville is. It just seems like it's in the same region that would be Ohio over here.
It just exists.
It just exists, yeah. Yeah, like I would. That's something I would love them to do in what's it called in like a Group Troop sequel. They would give another fake state for where Spoonerville is. That'd be funny. But yeah, yeah. So such a weird goddamn place. How fuck God? You know what? That does probably explain the cornfields we see Bobby and the gang drive through in order to like when they go to college in an extremely goofy movie, right?
Wait, what?
I was saying that like the him them being in California is it like explains that scene of them driving through the cornfields, like going to college.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You know, I don't know. So there's there's something I didn't realize until recently. Do you think so? We see Pete treat PJ poorly on the trip in a Goofy movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that like is it implied to be like a direct result of him using his father's camera without permission? Because for a very long time, I had the idea that he would have treated PJ like that either way. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
But yeah. So
Do you think Bax and PJ ever compared cock sizes?
Bobby would.
No, no.
Without asking.
Honestly, if I think about it, it seems like something they would do. Yeah. If I'm being totally honest, Cause like they like what's those two characters kind of like it's like fit the mold, the stereotypical like youngster, and like the youngsters do stupid shit. So, and comparing cock sizes is like a really weird, stupid thing to do, in my opinion.
You gotta be really tight bros in order to compare cock sizes together.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. It's just one of those things that, like I'm like it's like yeah, I just I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna compare it. Like if I see my bros like dingling like fucking like once or twice in my life due to some weird happenstance or circumstance, not gonna be bothered because I'm like, oh, like I'm around this dude enough that like it might have happened. But to compare sizes is a whole nother like why? Who cares?
Well, I definitely think they did it.
Me too. I did too. I did
Mhm.
too. I do think they compared. Um.
I do agree with you though.
uh,
It's fucking weird.
yeah. Um. Do, all right. So, what do we think that Max and Roxanne broke up strictly only due to college? Do you guys like not have any room of doubt that they might have broke up due to any other reason?
Other than him cheating?
No, not any other they could just like fall out. I mean, like it's like actually quite literally just puppy love, you know?
Oh,
Yeah, I know. Thank you for recognizing the pun.
I don't get it.
But like I'm saying like with like what's cool like I don't like what's cool. I did not. I had a very limited high school romance experience, if I'm being totally truthful. And but like even like with like when I see other people, like people broke up over stupid random things all the time. I mean, they still do that shit as adults, but even
you
as
didn't text me back fast enough.
yeah,
We're over.
yeah, so but yeah, exactly. I'm saying like that's probably not like a thing that caused a breakup back in those days. But I'm just saying, like, not to be rude, like, yeah, again, Max is, as we've established, kind of a dickhead. You know,
Mm.
I'm just saying. I don't. Yeah, yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like there's enough reason to believe that Roxanne. Yeah, again, because like as we've established that like Roxanne and Max are not together by the time we get to an extremely goofy movie. Actually, yes, this is something I wanted to talk about. Fuck. So, you guys have seen the God. You know what? We had an argument about this, and I got really mad about it. But you remember that short hair girl that was in an extremely goofy movie?
Mm.
She pops up
Which
multiple. She pops up multiple times. She's the one who sells Max clothes. I want to say.
the redhead girl at the counter
Yes.
that?
Yes, the right hair.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have drawn comparison how she looks similar to Roxanne, but like obviously she's not.
Mhm.
Um, I, so I know this wasn't intentional because we've all heard the story behind like Mona's creation, but thinking about it, who does she look similar to with her short hair? You know
Oh no, not the cousin.
what? I just said Mona. I
Uh,
that was a soft. That was like that's a real softball of a rhetorical question, dog. Holy shit. Um,
I thought you were gonna be like he was like secretly he always wanted to fuck his cousin, and this short redhead hot chick is just like will do get the motor running for him or something.
no, I mean, yeah, like the goofs and red hairs. It seems like it's a long-standing tradition. At this, well, we say that, but we only have 2 generations to confirm that of. We don't have Grandpa Goof out here being like, "Oh yes, I fucked the redhead too," you know.
Mm-hmm.
Unless if there any evidence of anyone fucking any other redheads, let us know. But yeah, like there's a there's yeah, it's just like what I was getting at was, do you think the girl that he interacts with in those moments, do you think that's Mona? Huh? Huh?
In what? In the
And extremely goofy.
Does that character doesn't have a name, does she?
She does not. Which means she can be anyone or anything. The only
she can be whatever you want.
The only big hole in my theory is that I'm pretty sure she has blue eyes or some shit. And I'm pretty sure Mona does not.
Yeah. I still haven't seen it. Let me see. Mona.
Twice upon a Christmas.
Whatever. I haven't seen either of them.
I just went on someone on Reddit on r/movies. Why wasn't Roxanne in an extremely goofy movie? I just showed my nephews a Goofy movie and its sequel last night for the first time. I realized extremely goofy movie doesn't even reference Roxanne at all. Does anyone know why they did this? Was it because it was less popular sequel or something? It's kind of bummed when I realized she wasn't in it. Was in it because she's such a cute part of a Goofy movie.
Doesn't she have fucked up teeth?
Who?
Mona, doesn't she turn out to have fucked up teeth just like Goofy?
That's not what I would describe it as.
It's how I would describe it as.
Jesus Christ, dog.
I think that's the thing that makes it, that other chick I think had regular teeth.
Well, we don't see it as well either. Because also remember, we didn't see Mona's teeth until she laughed super, super hard. You know what I mean?
Give me 1 sec. I'm looking up the background characters.
Just look up Roxanne in an extremely goofy movie, and you'll see this character. Because people have made the connection many times over, even though there is no technical correction. Did she break up with Max or something? I think he's asking for a real life reason and not an in-universe. Why did the creators write her out? Jesus Christ. You gotta hate when there's like deleted comments.
What did they say that was so transgressive that it need be deleted?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just hearing like, what did you say about maybe the account got like just destroyed? I don't know. What makes this confusing is that after a Google search, an extremely goofy movie released on 2000, but there was a Disney Channel exclusive show called House of Mouse in 2001. In one of the episodes, Max goes on a date with Roxanne, so they're still a couple apparently. Yeah, but there's nothing about it that says yeah. Obviously, it means the Goofy movies are just movies, and the House of Mouth is what they do between acting gigs. Huh.
When was this posted?
Like in 2019. This one. They got back together in House of Mouse. Yeah, but they left. I almost want to. And then broke up in Twice Upon a Christmas. Yeah, dude. People. Oh, I love the fact that the internet thinks the same bullshit I do. You know what I mean?
It does have some days where it's just like, I feel so validated right now.
'Twas the shit back in the day. Oh, that's funny. I always assumed they just broke up. I mean, the first movie takes place during somewhere between Max's freshman and sophomore year, I think. So she and Max are only like 14. It makes sense they just naturally grow apart and break up. Happens all the time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like they're just children, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just like wait, actually he returns with the different girl voiced by she looks even very similar. I don't understand why they did that. Possibly they realized plot of the segment worked only for his girlfriend who hadn't met his dad before, which Roxanne clearly had. I swear they had issues with her long hair. They did have issues with the long hair. She died. Someone fucking insinuated that Roxanne died. Holy shit.
That's
that's where she had to go with her family.
That is like the one thing we haven't said that it happened.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, we haven't thought of. Yeah, I mean. Well, yeah. Okay. Actually, no. I don't know. This is going to be a really weird question.
Max would be a different person.
Would he?
Yeah.
Okay, hear me out. You start dating a girl in freshman year. Then, let's say 3 to 6 months later or a year later, you guys break up. And then you guys go your separate ways, and then she dies. How much would that affect you?
It depends how long we were together.
A year.
A year? That would fuck me up.
I mean,
That would. Wait, what are you talking about? Of course that would fuck someone up.
Well, I'm just saying that, like, what's it called? It's got, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like high school, like such small bursts of time seem to, like, happen so quickly that, like, I don't know. I feel like, I'll say this. Because maybe this is a unique thing for me, but I think people can relate. Me and my ex, as soon as, like, when we broke up, basically strangers, like, the next day. You know?
Yeah, that's yeah.
And, like, if I'm gonna be honest, if she died after we had broken up,
you want to continue this? Do you want to finish that sentence?
I am an honest person, and I am putting myself on the line. And yeah, people want to judge me. They're right. I could be wrong. Look. I'm just saying that I'd be like, oh, that's fucked up. I'd be like, damn, that person that I dated and knew died. And I don't think I would, like, dwell super hard on it because it was a high school romance. You know what I mean?
I mean, probably wouldn't dwell on it forever, but like it would. I don't know. That would be really fucked. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, yeah, I know I sound really cruel saying this, but I'm just saying that, like, yeah, the moment me and my ex, like, broke up, my high school ex, like we were like strangers, like fucking burn bridge, everything. Like, no, like I was cooler with her next boyfriend than I was with her. You know?
Jesus Christ.
And like, funny enough, I talked to one of my exes today.
How are they?
They're great. Their art store is doing really well. I'm really glad to hear it. But no, yeah, like, I'm just saying that, like, when you're removed from something, I think it's hard for it to, like, I think, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I just felt like, I think it's because I had the very unique experience that, like, as soon as me and my ex broke up, it was just like, that's done. I didn't linger on it super hard, you know?
Uh-huh.
Like, not like I was like, onto other bitches. No. Like, I didn't, like, nothing like that. But I was like, you live and you love, you know?
Yeah.
And then I was just like, whatever adventures awaits me. Like, I have a whole lot of life to see. And, So like I kind of like was like and then we had burned bridges and I was just like whatever with her and I was like she was straight like almost essentially a stranger to me and my entire like friend circle like and I was just like all right well, that's it you know.
Mm.
So and if I were to find out like later in my years that she had passed away in some way, I'd be like damn that's crazy that someone I knew is dead. And I'd probably
Yeah.
be sad. I'd be like, shit, man. I did date her. I was close with her at one point in my life. But I don't think it would like change me. Be like mortal, like we live on such a fragile mortal coil. You know what I mean? I don't think I would have been super traumatized or anything.
I didn't mean I'd be traumatized, but I don't know. It'd be fucked. It'd be fucked up.
I, I mean, of course it would be, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but like, I know. Actually, this is something me and Adam can relate to. Was that like people, I don't know, people die that you knew, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be little, but I'm just saying that like I don't think I would make I don't think it would be. I think yeah, of course it would affect him in some way, but I don't think it would be super in a super grand way. How do you feel about that, Adam? All right,
Adam.
Adam,
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. You kind of cut out. What was the question?
what was the last thing you heard?
I don't know, man. I kind of like just spaced out for a second. Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
No. You need to tell me the last thing you heard, friend.
Bro, like I'm like I spaced out. Like I'll be real honest. Like a little functioning, like burning the candle on both ends today a little bit. But oof, I I don't know.
We basically,
I,
well, we ended up
The
kind of
last thing I
repeating
remember, you
ourselves
said,
anyway. So if it
joining
all
me
kind of,
as always is Adam. That was the last thing I remember.
what?
No, the last thing I remember is saying, joining me as always is Adam, and
You
that was the
mean
last thing I remembered.
really the
the
only
whole
thing he knows,
podcast?
No,
he knows only
fuck.
that he hates
Okay,
Mondays and loves lasagna.
it's
Yeah.
true. Okay, so someone brought up the
Uh,
possibility. Like
I hate
I was on
short
Reddit.
hair.
I, I was on Reddit, and someone brought up the possibility that like Roxanne could have died,
Oh,
and Connor's like, no, Max would be such a completely different person. And I was like, would he though? And I said that like if I were to find out like one of my high school ex died today, I don't think I would be like. But then again, I'm much older than Max has like ever been in his incarnations. Because like the oldest we ever meet Max is like possibly like 18, 19, you know.
mm.
So it's just like who knows. But it's just one of those things that like I go to. I was saying that me specifically. I don't want to get into it again, but like I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, also, I mean, like, what about? I mean, also, yeah, I don't know. Like, did she pass away while they were dating? Because that's a completely different thing between an act, like somebody I finding out someone I dated in high school passed away today, like nearly 10 years later, as opposed to while I was dating this person in high school, they passed away while I was dating. Two
What?
completely different
Yeah,
ballparks, my
Of
friend.
course,
Though.
of course. If she had died while they were dating, of course that would be like a super devastating thing. That'd be such a wild thing to deal with as a teenager. I mean, people have, but it's an extremely wild thing to deal with. God, there's so many possibilities though. But like, I don't know. It's really hard because I consider House of Mouse not to be I consider House of Mouse to be canon during Max's like later high school years, personally.
Mm.
You know, and but like there are people who are like insistent that like it takes place afterwards. But I just feel like Max's character design in House of Mouse doesn't he doesn't look as old as Max does in an extremely goofy movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because he seems shorter, does he not?
Hmm.
Wait, isn't he shorter? Isn't he shorter than Goofy?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Because I think in a he is the same height as Goofy by the time an extremely Goofy movie comes around. I feel. Am I going crazy? Am I? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's younger. I could be wrong though. Yeah, he's clearly shorter than him. He's actually, yeah, he only comes up to like Goofy's chest in House of Mouse from this screenshot I'm looking at. And how 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 tall is he in an extremely Goofy movie? Yeah, again, we're getting down to the bottom of this, boys. Yeah, like Max is like almost he's like a little shorter than Goofy, but he's like almost eye level. Well, then again, he's leaning forward. If he wanted to stand straight up, he'd probably be. Yeah, he's the same height. Yeah, I proved it. I proved it. House of Mouse has to take place before, right? Right?
Okay. Okay.
No. I need. I fucking looped out Adam. Is like, how lost are you, Adam?
He's
I don't
saying that you're
know.
right. No,
Fucking Adam's gone. Is this like a side effect of the vaccine?
I don't know. I think it's just a side effect of, going into work on like 2 hours of sleep, on top of it the day before having another only like 4 hours of sleep. And I mean, I don't know.
Get
The
some
vaccine
sleep.
does make you fatigued, and yeah.
What a great day to record this podcast.
I was feeling like way more energized before, but then as the day went on, I'm like, oh, I'm kind of getting.
No, yeah, I get it, dog. What you were saying, Connor?
it was in response to something else. What the
Oh, so I was looking at screenshots from a Goofy movie compared to from an extremely Goofy movie compared to House of Mouse, and in the House of Mouse. Oh shit, we've been going on for like hour 8 minutes. I'm gonna finish up my final point. God, this has been a very
Wait,
meandering.
what?
Yeah, dude, we're done.
We are?
Yeah, it's been an hour 8. Um, anyway, getting to my very last point before we wrap up. So I was looking at screenshots from from an extremely Goofy movie and comparing them to specifically Max and Goofy, and comparing them to like Max in House of Mouse, and Max is only coming up to like Goofy's like chest height in House of Mouse, while in a Goofy movie, it seems like they're like the same height. An extremely Goofy movie, they're the same height. So does that not prove that House of Mouse takes place before an extremely Goofy movie?
it would it would be an interquel.
It would lend credence, but we have to. I don't know. How many? Is it just like one specific screenshot where he shot show? Because I know Max shows up in a few episodes of House of Mouse, so I'm gonna have to rewatch a couple of episodes of House of Mouse to see if like it's not
Good
like
luck
just that one
finding
specific
them.
frame. Like it's not that one specific frame when like someone's taller, someone's shorter.
What do I kind of consistently remember him being shorter than
So I don't know. I mean,
Goofy.
if there's consistency, then it
Yeah,
does make your theory hold water.
yeah, and that's what I remember. But if I'm right or wrong, God knows who God knows. Um, but the thing is, Max and Max and Goofy are the same height in an extremely Goofy movie. I do remember that. But but yeah. So I possibly might have cracked the code. The timeline is coming tighter together. If what I say holds water, and who God, and like we need to consider the possibility. Like, did Roxanne die? If she just disappeared, how?
I doubt it.
I doubt it. But like, imagine they made a Goofy movie 3.
Make me laugh.
Imagine they made a Goofy movie 3, and like Roxanne just doesn't pop up in it at all. Like they literally pull like a Max's mom with her.
I was gonna be a fucking Gone Girl thing.
Oh, that'd be terrifying. Yeah.
Horrific. Jesus.
Yeah, really.
She's Gone Girl's Max because she found out he cheated on him with some girl in college.
Yeah.
And she just Gone Girls him.
Yeah. Horrifying. All right. Well, any final thoughts before we wrap up?
No, I'm all set.
I apologize to the audience for being out of it this episode. I'll be more wide awake and attentive in the next one. It's gonna be fun rewatching this episode because it doesn't feel like it's been an hour for me. It feels like it's been like 20 minutes. So yeah.
Yeah. This was a wacky one. We sorry about that. We love and appreciate every one of you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please comment. Katamari does our thumbnail art. It's in the description. Check out I know it's kind of late, but like she just gave episode 29's thumbnail art, and it's fucking phenomenal. Have you seen that shit?
Yeah, I actually ran into her yesterday, and it
Oh
was really funny. Yeah, she gave me a whole roll of Thin Mints. Thank you again for that. They were delicious.
Did you see it, Connor?
No, not yet. No.
Yeah, it's absolutely phenomenal. Fucking fantastic job. So yeah. But yeah,
Holy
like
shit.
right?
That is awesome.
I know. Like I was yeah, it was real.
I will wave.
Let's party.
Are you okay?
But yeah, so thank you for watching. We love you all. Stay in good health. Till the next episode.
See you again, peeps. Love y'all.
What the?
End the episode. Do it.
They have ever